Hello everyone, my name is Marianne Mathis and I am just so delighted to be offering this free video painting course on my website, consecratetheday.com. The video series is just a way to get your feet wet if you're interested in intentional creativity and the painting process and the way in which it can really allow you to access your own wisdom. So here we are, cultivating the fertile soil of you. So are you ready? Get set. And let's get your feet wet. So the first thing that we are going to do is write our intention on the canvas. And I have decided today to write it in gold. And sometimes I'll write it with charcoal or just with a regular pencil. Just use whatever you have available today. I had this handy, so I thought it might be fun. So when we set our intention, we write either a statement or a prayer on the canvas that sets the tone for the painting and for what we want to do. And it's usually always covered over by the end of the painting. And so it can be very personal or very broad. It's up to you. So here's mine. I want to cultivate the fertile soil of my soul so that I will grow, flourish, and thrive. So write your intention and then sign your name. Step 2. Once we set our intention and write it out, step 2 is to set the tone. And by setting the tone, we bring some paint onto the canvas. And since we're cultivating soil, I want to use a color that is indicative of soil. And so here where I live in Texas, the soil has a lot of red iron oxide in it, but I'm actually using quinacridone azo gold today for my soil. And then I wanted to have an element of sky, and so I have teal. And then I'm bringing yellow in as well. And I'm going to blend the yellow and the teal in order to make green. And this is just for fun. And this is a place on the canvas where I want you just to really delight in the process. Wet your canvas. You can either do that by adding water with a brush, the way I'm doing, or you can spray water onto your canvas. Spraying is fun. And I love this part. It's kind of like opening a portal to our wisdom. And so you want to just really allow that water to be present and active. And I think I'm going to put the blue first. And notice I'm not using a palette of any sort on this. I'm just adding it straight to the canvas for this part. And it's not wanting to come out. Note to self, test your paint. Oh, cool. That's kind of neat. And then I'm going to add in some yellow, kind of in the central area. And then I'm going to have the quinacridone azo gold along the bottom where the dirt would be. And once you've added the paint, I want you just to have fun moving it around the canvas. The water will make it flow very rapidly and easily, and so it should be really easy to move it. And I'm starting with the yellow, and then now I'm going to come and touch into the teal. And I'm doing that for a couple reasons. I would like to have some green going early on in this since we're cultivating our soil. And I also want sky to be present. And at this place of having the portal open, you can really do a lot of fun things with your canvas. And you can angle it to allow it to drip. You can spray it. You can dab it to get some of the paint off, which I think I am actually going to do. And for that, I would just use a paper towel. And that can add its own effects because you don't really want any like real linear lines at this point. We are still in the process of coming up with our design, and so we haven't really made any determinations of that, and so you don't really want to tie yourself to any specific thing. But I also want you to see at the bottom, as I've gone into this teal and then I'm coming back down to the bottom, notice how it gives kind of a foliage effect down here on the bottom, which I think could be really cool when I add my lady here in a little while. So that is kind of like a little serendipity that happened. And so if you want to, depending upon how wet your canvas is, you can tilt it. You can tilt it and just leave it that way to dry. A lot of times what will happen if you tilt it is it will actually cause the paint to run, which gives an interesting effect as well. I'm going to just add a little brown in and let it run as well, just to kind of give the effect of trees, because I want my soul to be growing in this beautiful garden that is very full of other soil and other souls. When you think about how life is, we don't live in a vacuum. We live with other people, and we live in community. And so as we nurture our own soil, then we will be in service to others, hopefully down the road, who aren't quite as far along the journey as we are. So here's where mine is for today. I hope you have fun. Take your time with this and just really enjoy the process. See you soon.